Welcome back to Kian Song. This video is the second part of the matter in our surrounding. So let us move on to the topic. The characteristic of particles of matter. The particles of matter have four characteristics. Then the first one, the particles of matter have space between them. And the second thing, they are small in size. And the third one, they are continuously moving. And the last one, they have a force of attraction between the molecules. Okay, let us see one by one with the help of our activities. The first characteristic is the particles of matter have space between them. Okay, let us discuss in a small activity. So in this activity, we want to take a small beaker and add 100 ml of water. Take a beaker and add 100 ml of water. Then after you want to add 1 teaspoon of sugar. 1 beaker, and as you want to take 100 ml of water, then add 1 teaspoon of sugar to it. After adding sugar, we want to do one thing. We want to mark the water level. Okay, we want to mark the water level. Then after, mix the sugar well with the water. Okay, then I would like to ask you 2 questions to you. The first question, where does the sugar particle disappear? And the second question, does the level of the water change? This experiment, you can see clearly all the sugar particles are completely dissolved in water. And there is no any rise up in the water level. That is, the level of the water remains same as before. Why so? It is because when the sugar particles are dissolved, the large crystals of the sugar break off into small pieces. Then after these sugar particles, they get into the space between these water molecules. Did you got it? When the sugar particles are dissolved, the large crystals of the sugar is break off into small particles. Then after they get into the space between the water molecules. So there is no rise up in the water level. So we concluded by this activity, the particles of matter have space between them. Let us see one more activity. In this activity, we are going to add in potassium permanganate crystal to the water. So, take it on one beaker and take approximately 100 ml of water. And secondly, we are going to add in potassium permanganate crystal to the water. That is KMnO4. Okay, KMnO4 means potassium permanganate. Then after adding, stir the water continuously. Then let it stand for and distribute for some time. Okay, after we will get a dark pink color solution. Okay, when these potassium permanganate crystals added to the water, its particles separate from each other. Then after it gets into the space between these water molecules. So in this activity also help to prove the particles of matter have space between them. Let me go to the second characteristic. The particles of matter are very small in size. And this characteristic we are going to learn with the help of a small activity. In this activity, we want to take a 4 beaker and let us name it as A, B, C, D. Then after, take 100 ml water to first beaker. Okay, 100 ml water to first beaker and add 2-3 crystals of potassium permanganate and add 2-3 crystals of potassium permanganate and mix it well. After you will get a dark pink color solution. And secondly, take out approximately 10 ml of this solution added to the second beaker. Okay, second step, take out approximately 10 ml of this solution added to the second beaker and dilute the solution with the water. Okay, dilute the solution with the water. Repeat the same procedure 2 more times. when the potassium permanganate crystals is added in the first beaker, the water becomes dark pink color. Okay, and when the solution is repeatedly diluted, the intensity of the color become gradually decreased. Okay, when the solution is repeatedly diluted, the intensity of the color is gradually decreased. So we can say the 2-3 crystals of potassium permanganate crystals containing millions of particles, and that particles transfer to one beaker to the another beaker. Okay, so at the end of this activity, we can conclude that the particles of matter are very small in size. We will see in the next section with the remaining 2 properties. Until then, bye.